Hey y'all, welcome back to another prophetic dream video, because this one, do you guys ever have those dreams where how do they say that? They sometimes not put fear in you, but they just it feels so real in the moment and you're like, okay, why does this feel so real? But that's how my dream was, and that's how some of my dreams be. I'm like, feels too real. But I'm gonna go on and share about it because Finny Boy doesn't want me to ramble, because I do a lot of that in my videos. So letting y'all know of that. He's here right beside me. We're going to my uncle's funeral, so that's exciting, and it's a blessing because God is just working. He's working. Anyways, so it was barley. It wasn't yesterday. It was before.
It was this weekend. It was Saturday, I think. Yeah,
it was the other day, and obviously Finny Boy was at work, and I woke up. Well, okay, let me get it. I'm gonna say the night. The night, when it happened, obviously when I was asleep. Sorry, I just don't feel well. In that, I was with my mom, my sister, and my auntie, and we're at this building, this school, and there's other people in it. And I saw in my dream, I saw a plane, it wasn't like an actual plane. Well, it was a plane, but it wasn't like a plane where people get on. It was like a plane where people, what are those things called that when people drop? I don't know what they're called. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, I saw this plane, and they had a big bomb attached to it, and they dropped it a kind of far distance from us. But it was crazy. It's weird how my dream, it just, some things don't make sense, and you're just like, okay, well. Anyways, I saw it drop, and it, obviously, you know how when an explosion happens, it, that wave happens, obviously.
Yeah, shockwave.
Yeah. So, it did that, we saw it coming, and it hit through the school, and I felt it. I felt, the wind of it hitting, hard, and I thought we were gonna die. And it was so freaky. It was, so weird. And I was like, okay, what just happened? And we went outside, and I saw a lady driving around with, she was on top of this thing, and it was super weird. But in my dream, there was going to be another bomb. They were going to drop another bomb.
What you told me is someone in the dream told you that this was just the beginning and they're going to keep doing it.
Well, no. It was, but, we know that, I can't say it was, me who was talking to myself, because that's not like that. That's weird. But I heard a voice saying, well, this is what they're planning to do. This is what they're in it. The government's in it. This is what they're doing. Because we know what the government's trying to do. Anyways, but there was another bomb that was going to happen, and I was telling my mom, I was waiting for my mom to hurry up, because I didn't want to be a part of it when it did happen. And there was a Walgreens across from us, which was weird too. Yeah, I know. It just the little things when they symbolize of what in your dreams matters. Because God really teaches you something in that, and He shows you, I know some dreams can be straight off weird. You're like, okay, well, this came off with a weird start. But some things are well, what? Okay, this is crazy. So, it was crazy to me. Even though we were by Walgreens, etc., whatever, and, I saw a lady, going around this thing. Anyways, it was just the little things symbolize, and the plane dropping a bomb. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I was waiting for my mom because I wanted to leave because I didn't want to be there. And then my cousin texted me and told me. And another thing I want to add is when people are in your dreams, I've always learned this. My grandma, she when I would have random people pop in my dreams, and I'm not even thinking about them. I'm not even thinking about those people. God, I feel like God really wants you to pray for that person, even if you have, even if you're holding unforgiveness towards that person. That's something God doesn't want us to do. He doesn't want us to hold unforgiveness towards a person. He wants us to let go of it, and that's in our time of learning is unforgiveness. And it's pray for that person. Pray for them, because we do not know what's going on in that person's life, or we don't know what's trying. Like, obviously we know what how do I say that? Because the enemy can be really attacking that person, and it just, their life can feel empty and all this stuff. We need to pray for that person, you know. And so, but my cousin was in my dream, which was weird, and she told me, she's like, yeah, they're doing it over here on this side. And I was like, okay, why are they all dropping bombs? And we saw the sky was like, because me and my mom were leaving, finally, we saw the sky, it was like orange, and we're leaving. Like, in my dream, I was like panicking so much that it like scared me, that I thought, like, in my dream I thought I was gonna die. And then I woke up, and because my alarm went off. But yeah, that was my dream. You know, obviously we see Israel, you know, with the war happening, and obviously we know it talks about in Revelation, and even in Matthew, Jesus talks about war, you know, that, you know, war is going to happen. And as a lot of people believe that we're going to go into World War III, etc., which, you know, will happen. And with another thing, like with the one world government, because the government just doesn't care. And I'm not really into politics and stuff like that. I don't really get in depth of that. But as you see how things are going, but the war with Israel is prophesied, you know. You can go back in the Bible and it talks about it. But it's all for God's plan, for his purpose. And can I tell you why? Not I don't know all the answers. I don't. That's something you have to talk to God about. And so to know that we just have to trust in God in the time of this process of things happening, because a lot of people are in fear. You know, they're in fear, and it's hard to trust people nowadays, you know. And honestly, if you don't want to trust me either, that is totally fine. I respect that. But I'm here to share a message of my dreams and encouragement that I read from the word that I experience, because I understand. I'm only 20 and I've experienced a lot, and so I understand. And I'm not here to go on and preach and try to be a man, because that's not who I am. And he said I'm rambling again. But this is 7 minutes. But I think if you guys would like to see us do a podcast.
But what about the fact you're missing the whole fact? What about the fact that your grandma and your mom had this?
Oh yeah. I forgot about to add this. My mom and my grandma had a similar dream like I did. And I told them, I'm like, something's coming. Something's gonna happen, because I'm telling you, it's everything that's happening. I feel like they just, like, we watched a documentary, and it was talking about, like, the Freemason, whatever. It's like, they don't want us here. They don't care about us. They don't care about it. They don't care about us citizens.
Well, if Satan can kill off all of the Jews, then he basically made God go against his own word, and it makes God infallible, because it's like, oh, if I kill all the Jews, Jesus said he was going to save them all. And so,
yeah, it's like the government, whoever you vote for, they don't care. They don't care about us, the people.
Yeah, that's the fun thing is Freemasons, they have a Freemason symbol, and it's an eagle with two heads. And it basically, what it means is left nor right, you're feeding the same bird. And so it's just like, people like to think politics has sides, when really it's basically two wings to the same bird. Like, no matter who you vote for, it doesn't matter, because they all work for the same puppet master, which is the devil. So it's like, people are like, Trump or Biden or Republican or conservative, liberal, and it's just like, how about Jesus? You know, because all those politicians, all those governments, the UA, the UN, it's just like, it's all one world government anyways, running behind the scenes. So stop worshiping your politicians and get out of politics.
You know what? Excuse me. You know what's another thing that's really getting to me? Haven't you been seeing all these celebrities turn to Christianity?
Yeah. Well, I don't pay attention, but yeah, I know they're the thing is they're not talking about the same God you and I are.
Yeah.
And they're basically ushering the way for the Antichrist. They want to, because they talk about Jesus, talk about God. Then when the Antichrist comes in, they're going to worship them and proclaim that they are Jesus or God, and they're going to get all of those lukewarm people to start worshiping somebody who's not Christ, because they don't know the Bible.
like who the people are. Yeah, there is people that I've seen that said they came to Christianity, and I'm like,
Nas is like, I'm gonna get into my Christian era.
I'm like, I'm sorry, but no, that don't make sense. And since after watching that documentary, it made sense, because I'm like, the reason why they say these things is because they want to get people. They want to get people with their, with their lies, because they follow after Satan. And it's like, they want to be like, yeah, we gave our life to Christ, this and this and that, but it's like, no, I can't trust you. We can't even trust pastors nowadays. We can't even trust pastors because they are also deceived too, and they're deceiving people. I read this one thing. It's like, it said this, even the pastors are deceived, and they're deceiving people. Like, it's like crazy, because like they don't know they're being deceived, and yeah, it's a whole thing. So it's like, be careful who you watch and who you listen to. Ask God to give you that discernment, because we're in the last times, and in the end times, my bad. And it's like, the enemy will do anything to tear us apart from God. He will do anything. He will be like, he doesn't want us to go after our word. He doesn't want us going to church. He doesn't want us doing, like, but I read another thing that was saying, what was it? It's like, even Satan brings you to church while you're in sin, so nobody will notice it, which is crazy, right? It's like you're in church and you're living in sin still. It's just like, okay, no, but who am I to? Anyways, I'm rambling a lot.
I know.
But yeah, I just want to share this dream with you guys, because it is, I like I said, it symbolized a lot with, like, with how war is, that will be coming. And obviously we talked about, like, Revelation, how and it, like you said, you felt like it tied with my other dream.
Yeah, because you said that there was the air you couldn't breathe, and it looks like leaves, and nuclear warfare is pretty similar to that. You can't breathe the air, the ash is deadly, the sky is covered in ash, and so it makes sense. Yeah, so, but yeah, we just wanted to share that dream with you. But Phineas was along with it. But yeah, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate our 90 subscribers. That is a big... 96, but yeah. Oh, 96 now. Yeah, we're moving. Sorry, y'all, I ain't keeping count. Well, I do keep count sometimes, but I didn't know it was at 96, so that's a blessing from God. And we're just here to... We're bondservants. Yeah, we're here to squash the flesh. We're here to... Squash the flesh. No, how it says, crucify the flesh, because we get in our flesh too sometimes, and it's like we know that we have to do better, and our focus is on the Lord. So, anyways, love you guys. God bless you. I hope you guys have an amazing morning, night, day, whatever it is where you're at. But, Finny Boy has something to say too. I said monkey. Okay. I'm just calling my wife a monkey. She's a monkey. Anyways, love you. Bye.